Alright, what's up YouTube? Today I'm gonna be helping you decide if you want to do it yourself or outsource for your clothing brand. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, the first thing we're gonna talk about is outsourcing. When you outsource, you're basically getting it from a different company or manufacturer. I recommend doing it because there's no learning curve, there's no purchasing of equipment. All it is finding a manufacturer and building that relationship with them. When you're looking for your manufacturer, whether that be online or near you, I recommend you do it near you, because when you do it online, most likely it's going to be overseas or far away. And then that traveling fee for it to get from, let's say, California or maybe China, if you're doing overseas, is going to be more expensive than just it being near you, where you can, just drive up there, go pick it up. So I recommend you look for manufacturers near you. Have a list of 5 screen printing and blank, people that sell blanks, manufacturers near you. Have a list of 5 of them, and then do the process of elimination. Who has the best customer service? Who has the best response time? Who has the best prices for the bulk orders? Who has the best offer on samples? Who has the best minimum order, the minimum order? Because some manufacturers have a minimum order of 24 shirts or 24 shirts that have to be screen printed before they're able to do work with you. And you need to talk to the manufacturer and ask them if maybe you can work around that for them to give you a lower minimum. So just things like that. Who basically has the best business and it works best for you. Just do the process of elimination that way. Alright, here are the reasons why you shouldn't do outsourcing. Is not a lot of reasons, but the reason why I suggest you not do it is because it's an upfront cost. So, like I said before, you're gonna have to pay that minimum order, and you're gonna have to buy the sample. Those are 2 different prices by themselves. The sample will be, depending where it can be doing anywhere between $25 to $150 from what I've seen. Bulk orders can be, depending on how much they go for and the shirt or garment you have, it can get pretty expensive, so I'm not going to get into that. But that part of the business, like ordering it from them, it could get expensive. Let me do that part again. Alright. Okay, number 2, why I wouldn't do outsourcing is because the cost. You're going to have to pay all the money up front, basically. You're going to have to pay up front for the sample, up front for the bulk order. Some people do 50-50. You pay 50 for the initial deposit, and then when the bulk order is ready, you pay the rest of the 50% at the end of it. But it's still going to cost you $500 out of pocket, $400 out of pocket, depending on how many orders you got, what type of garment you got. So you have to think about that as well. But that's really the only con to outsourcing. A pro to it, when you outsource, you got a lot of time to do other things within your business. So I recommend outsourcing and just go ahead and pay that extra little fee of, the upfront costs. But yeah. Alright, now we're going to talk about doing it yourself. Doing it yourself is cheaper than outsourcing in a way, because when you do it yourself, there are some upfront costs. When you outsource, the upfront cost is just the garments itself. But when you're doing it yourself, the upfront cost is the equipment. I don't know all the equipment you need that goes into it, because I outsource for my business. I outsource for it, but I know the upfront cost to do it yourself. It can be expensive and it can be cheap depending on the way you do it. The cheaper it is, I'm pretty sure the quality is not going to be there for your shirts. So if you want the quality for your shirts, you might want to go a little bit more expensive, but it could be too expensive out of your budget. So you want to find somewhere right there in the middle. And not only the upfront cost of like the equipment is the screen printing equipment. That's a learning curve. And like learning how to screen print, it's not hard, it's not impossible. You could do it, but it's just a learning curve, and it takes time. And the time you're like messing up on your because you're gonna have to practice on your actual shirts or whatever, and you can mess up on a shirt, and now you wasted time on that one shirt, you wasted time, materials on that one shirt, and that's gonna be an extra cost. And just that learning curve you're gonna have to go through when you're trying to do it yourself. But once you got everything packed down, you're good. Like, you're gonna be busting them out like crazy. Screen printing, or doing DTG if you have a DTG machine or whatever. But a con to it is it takes away a lot of time. Like, at first you're gonna be like, okay, I'm getting like 2 orders a day. You can screen print. Sorry, my camera went out. You can screen print 2 shirts, but as your business grows, the orders are gonna be growing. So instead of spending time on shipping out orders or making ads or just stuff inside the business, you're gonna be sitting there working on the shirts yourself. Like, you're gonna be sitting there screen printing, unless you hire somebody else, which is gonna add another cost. And as you're screen printing, you're gonna have to buy the other materials. So as your business grows, your material cost budget grows as well. Because when you're outsourcing, you don't really have that material cost to worry about. But versus when you're doing it yourself, you have to worry about the material costs, and then just stuff like that. All right, y'all, sorry my camera went out. But to sum everything all up, when you do it yourself, it's cheaper at first because you'll have more time. It's cheaper at first. Your time will go down a little bit. It won't be that bad. You got a couple orders. You'll lose a little bit of time, but not that much, and save money. But as you scale your business, the time to work on other places of your business is going to be all consumed of doing it yourself. Screen printing the shirts. You might have to hire people, so that might be an extra cost right there as you scale up and have more orders. You might have to buy more materials, more equipment for the screen printing machines as you scale, so that's going to be extra cost. Versus if you outsource, when you outsource, at first, the upfront cost might be like, expensive or whatever, but as you scale and grow, hopefully you'll get to a point where you're not worried too much about the upfront cost of outsourcing. So hope y'all found this video helpful any kind of way. If you feel like I could have did anything better, or if I'm missing out on anything, any key points, let me know down in the comment section. It'll be very helpful. And give other people knowledge if you can, man. This is what this channel is all about, trying to help people with their clothing brand. It's also on my journey. So if y'all just stay tuned to all the videos, I got more videos dropping soon. You'll see my clothing brand grow, and hopefully I'll give you guys some tips on the way from my knowledge and my experience. All right, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.